In this video, I will talk about 5 stocks with a wide moat that have the potential to outperform over the next decade. I own some of them and I believe these are great opportunities. My name is Christophe Nour. I've been investing in the stock market for almost a decade with a performance of 24% per year. And my goal with this YouTube channel is to help you become a better investor with these opportunities. So let's not waste more time and start with the first opportunity that I believe will continue to have this wide moat. These are 2 stocks, so 2 for the price of 1. You have Google, Alphabet, and Meta platforms, so Facebook, Instagram. The reason I believe these stocks will outperform for the next decade is because of AI. This is my TLDR. These stocks have been here for many years. These are 2 of the best businesses in the world. Facebook Meta Platforms is founder-led with a clear vision. They have magnificent margins, a lot of growth potential with the advancement of AI. They have over 3 billion people using their services on a monthly basis, and it has been the case for years and years. Almost everybody uses their services in the Western world. So the reason they are so entrenched is very simple. Their products and services are convenient, free, everybody uses them, and they have a wide moat, a network effect moat. For example, I can take the example of Google. Google, when people use their services, use the browser, it feeds the algorithm, so the algorithm becomes better. And now, as the algorithm becomes better, more people want to use Google. So more people want to use Google with a better service, and then the algorithm improves. And that has been the case for years and years. I mean, decades. The Google, if I believe correctly, went public in 2004. So now we are in 2024. So 2 decades of gradual improvement. This service is simple and it works. And they have a beautiful market share. And I believe right now, there are some uncertainties with these 2 stocks. First, with AI, we don't know if a small competitor will eat their lunch. Second, with ChatGPT, a big competitor of Alphabet, Google, and apparently they will take some market share. I've seen the studies. I own Google and I own Meta, so I'm biased, obviously. Take what I'm going to say with a pinch of salt. But I've seen the studies of ChatGPT taking market share. Yes, they took market share, and a few months after, Alphabet went up again. Google went up again in terms of market share. So actually, it was just a temporary hiccup, and I believe with all the cash they have, they almost have no debt. With all the cash they have, they can reinvest a lot of their resources in AI to really find a good competitor to ChatGPT. So at the moment, ChatGPT is the clear leader, but in this industry, in this space, things are moving really fast. And if you stand still for 1 year, you will lose your market share. You will experience some loss of market share. Some big competitors will come to eat your lunch. And these 2 companies, Alphabet and Meta Platforms, these are so powerful companies with such a big amount of resources. I believe their moat is untouched. And even if we have some regulation story breakout, breakout of Alphabet, and Alphabet is divided into YouTube, Google Cloud, Waymo, other bets, etc. I mean, these are great businesses individually that are teamed up with Google. So either way, whether you invest in Google or you invest in YouTube once it is broken down, I believe these will be great investments. YouTube is here to stay. There have been many competitors that wanted to take the market share from YouTube, like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, to take our attention, especially as young people. But if you want to do some research, if you are serious and you want to learn about something, YouTube is definitely the best format. If you want long videos, YouTube is the best one. And you see it actually with the market share of TV, like the attention span for TV, and YouTube is taking a lot of market share in this environment. If you compare to Disney, if you compare to Netflix, YouTube is coming to your TVs and you are watching YouTube on your big screen and enjoying the ads, or you have to pay YouTube Premium to avoid the ads. And I believe with YouTube Premium, I believe in the next decade, almost everybody will have YouTube Premium and will pay, I don't know, $10, $20 to have no ads, because I'm sure you have experienced it. There are many ads on YouTube, there are many ads on Google, and the number of ads will continue to go up. So everybody will give up and pay YouTube Premium to have no ads and have a better experience. And actually, for a service that more than 1 billion people use almost every day, this will generate a lot of revenue, a lot of earnings. I think these are two beautiful businesses that will outperform for the next decade. I'm actually quite confident in this first bet. That's why it is the first one. Okay, now let's talk about the second one. By the way, if you're looking for a complete framework to analyze stocks and build a strong portfolio, I have a coaching program. More on that at the end of this video. The second bet, the second stock investment that I think will outperform the S&P 500 major indices over the next decade, you have Netflix. Why? Because, long story short, there have been many competitors to Netflix, like Disney+, HBO Max, Amazon Prime. The market share went up, and then people realized that it was not profitable, they didn't have the scale, they didn't have the content, and customers did not like them. I don't count how many friends tried Disney Plus and removed and canceled their subscription because of ads, because they don't like the experience, because of lack of movies, lack of series, lack of original content. They just don't like it. So yes, Disney Plus come, and in terms of subscribers growth, it was excellent, cheap, convenient, but it failed. Same thing goes with Apple TV Plus. The thing failed. Netflix is the main leader, and actually the worst case scenario happened to Netflix in 2021-2022, and the stock, if you remember correctly, Netflix stock crashed 75% because of increased competition, some regulation, loss in subscribers count, so people left Netflix or the growth was decelerating, and they wanted to try some, how do you say it, to do the police on several Netflix accounts when you share your account with your friends, your family members. So yeah, a lot of restrictions, a lot of competition, growing fast and coming to eat your lunch, and a decrease in net income, a decrease in growth. That was a mess. Netflix was in the eye of the storm, and they survived, and now they generate a lot of free cash flow. They generate a lot of earnings. Growth is back. All the competitors are slowly dying, and they are the dominant leader. So if Netflix survived the worst case scenario, I'm looking forward to seeing what the next decade will be for this company. This is one of the best company I see at the moment. Maybe it is not often talked about on YouTube, but I think it is a great investment for the next decade. Now, the third opportunity for you is Games Workshop. Maybe you are not familiar with this name. This is a UK-based company. They sell the Warhammer toys, so small soldiers, and miniatures. This is the license called Warhammer 40,000, and this is a video game, some miniature soldier toys, and they are the clear leader. So yes, this is a niche investment, but this is my top 5. So yeah, this is my opinion. I think this business is the clear leader, and they don't care about inflation, they don't care about interest rates. They have 3 factories in the UK, and they sell their soldiers, and because customers love them, and it has been the case for more than 20 years, more than 30 years, they can continue to increase the price. So yeah, I encourage you to, maybe I will do a stock pitch video on this one. This is a great business, and I encourage you to do some due diligence on Games Workshop, because I think this is one of the most compelling opportunities for the next decade. Okay, now fourth one. The fourth wide mode stock that can dominate for the next decade is Visa. How can you kill Visa? Actually, I don't know. Now they are under regulatory pressures because of a monopoly, and yes, it's a monopoly, and yes, it has been working for decades, and yes, they have a duopoly with Visa and Mastercard, so I group them to have a single monopoly, but actually you could say Visa is very, very similar to Mastercard. These are almost the same businesses with almost the same margins, with almost the same valuation. So you can't be wrong if you invest in both of them. These are businesses that can survive in any situation. Nice growth, nice free cash flow growth. The valuation is maybe a little bit high with a PE of 30, 35 right now, but these are businesses that will continue to increase earnings, revenue, cash flow, anything you want over the next decade. You can't kill Visa. And for this reason, I think it will outperform. And it has a moat. Everybody uses their card for if you travel abroad, international, they take a fees out of transactions. And yeah, these are, maybe you can get less performance coming from Visa and Mastercard compared to Netflix, because Netflix has a better growth, but still, I think it will outperform. And yeah, I think you can get a very decent performance. Same things similar to Games Workshop. Sorry. Okay, now we are talking about potential candidates for this list. I have a top 5 list, so I have to stay within this range. But let me talk a little bit about Amazon and Adobe. These are two beautiful stocks. I'm sure you know them very well. Amazon is the leader in almost everything. They invest a lot in the future. They have been a pioneer in a lot of things, and now they are a pioneer in data centers, AI. And if AI comes and is the new era, everything will be with robots, and all the infrastructures, the logistics coming from Amazon will be improved. So there is a probability that Amazon sees a lot of profitability, cash flow because of robots, because of implementation of AI everywhere, and the octopus Amazon will continue to grow and grow and grow the same way it has grown in the past. I believe this is a great candidate for this list, but I don't own it. I don't have much information, in-depth information, so I will not include it personally on my top 5 list. And also the second stock is Adobe. Adobe is a clear leader, Photoshop, so editing, software. They use AI now in their software, and actually there was a worry about AI, that Adobe will be killed by AI and new competitors, but Adobe took advantage of this AI feature, included it in their services, their software, and it works. And Adobe is a beautiful business with AI now. So I don't know if they will increase the price, but I can guarantee 100% that they will increase the price massively over the next decade. And because their services are so good, because the software is so good, they will continue to thrive. I've been using Adobe for years, and I can tell they are the best in their category. So I've been doing editing software for 15 years. So I know how editing works, and I know Adobe is the best. And yeah, that's very similar to your Excel Microsoft pack of Excel, Word, PowerPoint. You don't care if the price goes up. You just continue to buy the software, and you're happy with it, and you're satisfied. Same thing for Adobe. The price can go up, you will continue to use Adobe. Okay, now let's talk about the last one, Ferrari. Ferrari, beautiful business. They have been here for decades and decades and decades. They have been a public company since 2015, spin-off from Stellantis or Fiat Chrysler at the time, and they could continue to increase the prices of their cars. Customers will stay by them. There are not many cars being sold. You have a gap between supply and demand, and because of this discrepancy of supply and demand, they can continue to move the price up for their cars, and there will be more and more customers for Ferrari, more and more demand over the next decade. And now with everything you see with the inflation and with the demographics of our world, I believe there will be much more demand of Ferrari, much more rich guys that want a Ferrari. So yeah, this is my top 5. So yeah, check them out, do your due diligence, and I wish you a good day. If you like this content, I have an investing coaching program to make you a better investor. In this coaching program, you will learn a complete investing process. You will learn how to find stock ideas, how to properly value stocks, when to buy, when to sell, so that you can build a strong portfolio with great companies. So what comes with the coaching program? You will get access to an exclusive community of like-minded investors, and you will get my personal guidance to help you build the portfolio of your dream so that you can have long-term results with your stock portfolio. Click the first link in the description to get more information. You will get a 10-minute video that explains how everything works completely for free. No need for your mail address. Just click the first link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.